Okay, we're on.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. This is Jeffrey Redding from Red and Green, the podcast with Kristie from Red and Green, the podcast. We are here today, Zooming, and we're so excited just to bring this to you today. But before that, how was your day, Kristie? Talk to me.
It was good. It's busy because we're Zooming.
Yeah.
Or we be doing it face to face. I'm trying to get all of my homework done before my trip and
Mm-hmm.
my, you know what? I'm not going to get my house clean. It's just not going to happen. I
That's
just
okay.
need to get clean. I got to get clean what I have to have. Like, that's my number one concern.
Listen, I'm trying to get my house clean and get work done myself. So it
But
happens.
it happens. But tonight, I have to go have my mammogram.
Okay.
Everybody, get your mammograms done. And it's Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Fellas, get your colon cancer screening. Well, fellas and fellaettes, get your colon cancer screening done. Take care of your health.
Yep.
Make sure
Absolutely.
these things, got to get these things done. And oddly enough, I'm having it at 7 p.m. at night because they got so backlogged for COVID that normally I have it done in September, which is my
Yeah.
birthday month.
Right.
And it actually got pushed back to March, 6 months, which kind of makes me nervous. I'm not a fan of that. But so make sure if you got appointments scheduled, schedule them now. If you know you're going to need them, schedule them now. Get it done because you might have to wait anyway. Okay.
Yep,
There's your
true.
public service announcement.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Take care of your health.
Whew. So what are we going to talk about today?
You tell me.
You tell me. You the queen topic. I'm the one that follows.
I am not.
Okay.
I'm really not. I'm sorry. Like it is. The police are out today. You want to talk about that?
No, not really.
Oh, it's the first of the month. I bet that's why. I bet that's why. They trying to get their quota early. Is that a thing? Is that really a thing?
I don't know. I'm not a cop.
Any cops out there, email me. Do you have a quota of tickets that you have to write? Is that why you see so many at the end of the month and beginning of the month?
With a
Inquiring minds want to know.
smile.
I drive legally and all. I just wondered.
Okay.
How was your day though? You asked me how my day was, and then you tried to go straight to the topic and just skim your whole life.
Busy. Getting caught up. Got a lot of things from UCF coming up. So trying to get paperwork in for that, get that all caught up. We had to sing today. A small ensemble from the choir had to do a little singing today. So we did that, and that was fun. And
What'd you
so
think?
we just did the opening Star Spangled Banner for a convention that's in town. So that was cool. So now I'm back at my house and clean up and gotta get caught up on emails and all this kind of good stuff right here. And yeah, just working.
Question:
Yeah.
Is it true Star Spangled Banner is one of the hardest songs to sing?
I don't know. We don't have a problem with it, so I could tell you.
Oh wow!
I mean, I don't know.
Wow!
I mean, I know we was fine.
Somebody, I don't know. It's simple to me.
I didn't say that. That's your interpretation.
That was it. That was it, and that was the
Okay.
listeners. I'm a listener. That's what we heard. You know what? You know what I learned? Look, watch
What?
this segue. Watch this segue.
What?
Watch this segue happen. You know what I learned?
What?
That actually our listeners might understand exactly what you mean because a lot of them are in your field.
Hello, choir people.
Hello, choir people. I normally don't shout you all out, but hey, we buddies now.
I mean, for real, basically.
Like, legitimately.
This is true. Accurate statement. So what about topic's gonna be today?
Well, you had already told me earlier. We're going to talk about ACDA.
We're gonna talk about ACDA and we're gonna talk about the MLK convention. So I have a question for you.
We're going to talk about the alphabet. That's
Kristie,
literally what it just sounded like.
Kristie, tell me. Lock it in. What how did it make you feel? What was your interpretation of your whatever it is, going to Raleigh and attending ACDA and seeing all of that stuff that you saw?
Well, my interpretation, sir. I don't know about my interpretation of it, but it was not at all what I expected.
Okay.
Not at all. I've been to conventions. I've been to SEMA. You know, I'm a car person, and one, we're a different breed than you all, but I mean, it's true.
Right.
But two, I was shocked at actually what goes into this stuff. Like, I mean, I've been a choir mom for years, and I have chaperoned when needed to chaperone, but I was not the mom. No offense to my new buddies, but I was not the mom who would sit into rehearsal. And there's a lot of those. There's a lot of those. I saw a lot of them at ACDA, but that will go in and sit in rehearsals and, like, I mean, observe maybe. Like,
Right.
I didn't want to sit in there.
Right.
Like, because as I told you when we were there, it drives me crazy when they go to sing a song. I understand it now. I didn't understand it, but it still does drive me crazy. But like, they'll like say that the song was "We Are the World," okay, and then you say, "Okay, we're gonna start with we," and then you're like, 1, 2, and then here comes everybody, we, and then you clap your hands really loud and you go again. I still didn't even get the word "we" out, bro. Give me a second.
Right.
Like, that stuff cracks me up. But then I go in there, nice youngins running around doing sit-ups, putting their fingers around their mouth like a circle. Because I asked you about that too. And the investment, like what it meant these kids was huge. I mean, like, we discussed choir, but I was never into choir. I was in it, like, it was cool, like, it was fun, but like, because it was either that or band, and I didn't want to be in band. You were either in choir or band,
Right.
and I'd rather sing than be in band. But I had no passion for it, like one might say. But I think I got a new one. Like, don't get it twisted. I ain't trying to sing it. I'm not saying I'm trying to become a vocalist of some type, but I have a whole new respect for what it is that you do. Put it that way. And I live what you do. You know what I mean? Like, my kids were in your choir, but this was different.
Right. In what way?
What do you mean?
In what way was it different?
I mean, well, there was like 47,000 people there rather than 20.
You know what?
I mean, that's fact. It was cool though to see, like, with your kids knew each other. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they went to class together. They went, you know, freshman year to sophomore year to senior year, roughly. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Hey guys, I just wanted to take a second real quick to say sorry as to what's getting ready to happen here. There's going to be a really weird transition. So me and Jeff dropped the call while we were doing this. I was driving, call dropped, Zoom. Don't know if I had it connected to like the wrong type of data. I didn't have the video going. Don't know what happened. So you'll get to hear what happened. We try to pick it up the best way that we can, but just want to let you know to try to keep from there being like a really, really weird interlude, I guess. That's what was going on. So here's the second part. We complete it this time, and you get to hear the little story as to how this part happened. Thanks. So guys, we stopped recording in the middle because it kept like glitching and decided that we were going to pick it up after my appointment. I'm at my appointment, ain't I, Jeff?
Yes, you are. I'm here with you at your appointment.
When is my appointment, Jeff?
7 p.m. March 2nd.
What's today?
7 p.m. March 1st.
Who cried?
7 p.m. March 1st. You did.
Guys, I drove 100 miles to get here. We travel by wagon. I'm so blown. I was psyched for it.
You sure were.
Now my whole day is messed up because I planned my day to do one thing, and now my day is messed up for tomorrow because I got to redo my plans.
Well, it's okay. Things happen.
Again, I want to reiterate. You said things happen.
Yeah, things happen.
I know things happen. I don't want things to happen.
Okay.
You can't roll the window down in here now. It's going to get loud.
I just don't want to burn up.
Well, if you didn't have on a full-fledged suit.
What is a full-fledged?
I mean, you got on the shirt, the vest, the jacket.
Yep, teaching.
I understand that. But, yeah, I'm completely blown.
It's going to be okay. Mistakes happen. It happened.
Yeah, but I have to drive. This is like a second from your house. It's like 7 years from my house.
These are too accurate. I'm just trying to be positive.
I know. I don't feel positive.
You know what? Then you just sit there and you don't be positive, and that's okay too.
Listen, this woman needs to understand I'm recording a podcast. I don't know why she's yelling.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Hey, world, stop.
Stop, world. Kristie's busy. And angry. I mean, she had a full-on conversation outside my door.
Yeah, it's okay.
Get in and talk.
You better beat up other people.
Listen, I'm in rare form.
For living their life.
I'm in rare form. Well, because I parked as far as I can from other people, and then you decide you want to park your car right beside mine away from everybody else. Rude.
Okay, I don't even know what to say to this.
Listen, this princess
I mean, for
is
real.
feeling angry at herself. Therefore,
I'm gonna take it
like
out on
any other
everybody.
healthy person would do, I'm going to project all of my problems on other people to where that makes me the victim so I can feel better about myself. Duh. Do you not listen to our podcast?
Hey, Dr. Phil.
Oh, Dr. Phil's too old for my business. We need somebody newer and fresher.
Nedra. Tawab.
I don't think she's a therapist, is she?
Yeah. She's awesome.
I know, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's an author. Is she a therapist?
No, she's a therapist, yes. She's a therapist who's written books, yes. For clarity.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, what were we talking about? ACDA.
Yes. ACDA and the MLK concert was going to be talking about.
We hadn't got there yet.
I know, I'm just saying that's what we're going to be talking about. So MLK.
No, we
No,
were
I mean
ACDA.
ACDA. So you said, what did you say about the ACDA conference for you?
Well, I had went over as to how it wasn't what I expected at all.
Right. For me, I thought, but you.
I bet for you it was what you expected. You've been to a few of those.
It wasn't what I expected from the. First of all, it was wonderful. It wasn't what I expected from the standpoint of being the one that's conducting the honor choir. So I didn't get to see a lot of the concerts, but I saw a lot of my friends, and then I saw, shout out to the Aeolians and my brother Jason, and what they did, and a couple, and another shout out to, since I'm getting shout outs to Jay Dunn and his group at University High School, and was not able to hear them, but was able to go to the school and work with them. And then you had, there's a lot of my colleagues that did some, with their choirs. Trey Jacobs with his choir, and just a lot of folks did some things. So it was really, really neat. But then for me to work with the honor choir, those kids were so special and they worked so hard, and it was just a wonderful experience. I loved it. And then to also have Dr. Kelly Miller work with her group there, Andrew Manier worked with his group there, Mary and Tucker Bittercombe to work with their group there. So you had all these different honor choirs. And, and so it was just a neat experience for all the people involved, especially coming out of COVID. And, so it was just neat. Then the reception and seeing people and you getting to meet some of my friends was just a great highlight for me. And see how you just kind of connected with them, like, you just run about and they just fell in love with you. And that was really neat to see you guys kind of connect, talk, and, it was a good convention. It was a great convention.
I think it was a great convention. I mean,
I'm sorry. So special shout out to Connie Drusakis, president, and her fabulous team, that they put all that together. Just wonderful. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I feel like you got another one coming.
Maybe, but not right now.
Okay, let me finish my whole thought the next time, though.
Okay.
For the next one. Hold on to it. Write it down. Get a list. You want some paper?
It's hard when you got ADD. You got to jump in and fish right there.
But listen, I think I'm catching your ADD at times. Who's the one who showed up at an appointment on March 1st?
ADD.
Me.
I'm Kristie. But listen, I showed up to support you, and yeah, that didn't work out, but it's okay. We got to do the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, at least we got to do that. We don't have to do it over Zoom anymore.
I mean,
so
real.
That's a positive statement. But no, I will say that your friends were the sweetest, most welcoming group of people.
Yeah.
Like, they were so sweet, and I loved hanging out with them and getting to know them, and like, I have met some choir folk, but like, to me, you were always the realist. You know what I mean? Like, you were you were normal and happened to be a choir director. Right. Guess what? There's so many that are so normal.
Yeah.
That happen to be choir directors.
Yeah.
Like, funny. Eddie, the piano player. Dude, you took a piece of my heart with you back to Colorado.
Yep.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
He was hilarious. But like at the receptions, I love some of the people that I got to meet and talk to. And I met Dr. Thomas.
Yep.
I talked to him once in an elevator.
Did you really?
Like at one of the things that you did. I talked to him once in an elevator. I don't know. It was like in, I say you did. You did it, but like Tarek was there. Okay. My kid was there. So
I don't know.
We happened to be in an elevator. But I got to meet him. So that was cool. Yeah, I was excited. Can I tell you? And for those of you, I'll address the choir folks for a second. You know what he is and you know what he does. I didn't. Like, to me, it's just Jeff. Like, I know that you do choir. I know that you won a Grammy. Like, I've known that stuff, yeah. But, like on the everyday, you were like Jeff in sweatpants and an Under Armour hoodie. I almost said Adidas hoodie. No.
Well, that's accurate, too.
Well, you have one.
I got like
most
three of them.
Well, most of yours are like Under Armour. None of that matters.
Yeah.
That really does not matter. I'm going down a rabbit trail. But, like, I think it was odd for me to see you be you. And people adore you how they do. And then when we left your last show there, the actual concert, there you go. Sorry, I'm still rattled because my appointment was wrong. When we left the concert, literally had to go to the airport. Like heading to the airport. And I thought we were going to miss our flight. Yeah. Because these kids, the things that they stopped and said, you had them for 3 days for like 11 hours. And then, true story. You might not want me to tell it, but I'm going to.
Really?
I'll cut it out if you don't want me to, but I'm going to start it now. Like, if you don't want me to. But we were sitting there and we were talking, you and I. And I think probably about food.
Well, that's normally
because I know, honestly. Yeah. And we were getting ready to split. So, like, when to meet for food, do I get food, do I not?
Right.
And a young lady comes up to you, and she starts crying. And, well, no, first of all, she introduces herself to you. And you're like, oh, I would like to have seen whatever, because she did something there. Right. And I'm being vague. I actually know what she did. I'm just trying to be vague. Yeah. For kindness' sake. And she said that you conducted her 2001 honor choir.
A long time ago.
Yes. And that she was crying, and you said something about her mascara. And that you were the first black man in music she'd ever seen. That you made it to where she felt like she could go on, and you're the reason that she's in music today. And she was crying. Yeah.
You know, that just...
And then I'm standing on the sidewalk crying like a dummy.
I mean, you were crying.
I literally cried by default.
But it messed me up, too, because it's like, I never really thought of it that way in terms of there are certain people, parts of the world, that don't see a black choir director. I mean, it's real, but it's almost foreign to me. Even though I'm aware that it's out there and I'm aware that's the thing, but it was like, oh my gosh, you know. So with that being said, it's like you realize what's on your shoulders when you step out on the podium. You never know who you're going to inspire or how you're going to inspire them or where their background is so you can inspire them.
You know, that was one of 80 people that came up to you, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you do good, bro. You do good. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it. And I was proud to have you there.
Oh, thanks.
So that was, you know,
Thanks.
you needed to see my world and what my world was about, you know. And my world needed to actually see who you were and what you were about.
Well, I am honored.
So,
And, hey, Columbus. Or is it Cincinnati?
Cincinnati.
Listen, I tried to be so gangster. All of a sudden, I had the wrong city.
Columbus. Did not work. Sorry.
Cincinnati 2023. I'll be there.
Get ready.
And we going to record there. We going to...
That's what we should have done.
We listen.
Okay.
We trying things out, Jeffrey.
I'm not complaining. I'm
We getting our groove. We're new at this podcasting bit. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Wait a minute. We're getting our feelers out. And I love where we're going and I love what we're doing. Mm-hmm. Hooty hoot. Next up. Martin Luther King.
Yes, goodness.
You did a concert. A little show. You did a little tiny show.
It was a quick turnaround because got back in town Sunday morning.
At 1:09.
Uh-huh. Then met my college choir at Tuscaloosa United Methodist Church. Thank you, Pastor Heather Harding. That's where I work. Worship artist leader there. But I brought my college choir. Then we sang, you know, during the church service, and also to prepare for that night's rehearsal. So we left there, and then we did an MLK concert at Steinman's Hall. So it was cool because it was Orlando Choral Societies, the Winter Garden Choir, and Voce del Corte, UCF's University Singers, Soul Tiba, and the community choir. Then we had the Orlando Gay Chorus, and then we had Evans High School, we had Jones High School, we had Ocoee Gospel Choir, Tuscaloosa United Methodist Church had their choir church there. And, you know, some others, you know, then we had other groups also. And so it was neat. So we had close to about 400 singers singing. And with a band. And then
How many was there?
About 400, I think. Close to 400, if not 400.
Ain't never seen nothing like it in all my born days.
It was absolutely incredible. Then you had Negwanda Miller from Dallas. Nobles, Lord. Miller Nobles from Texas flying, my baby sister, who did a great job. Then you had Bethune-Cookman. They sang. They joined the mass choir, and then they did a solo set to my brother, Dr. Terrence Lane, who was also one of the accompanists, I should say, collaborative artists of the Orlando Choral Society. So it's like they were just incredible, and he makes the piano sing.
Listen,
you know. Oh, but also want a special shout out to our other accompanist, Craig Wilson, who could not be there. We have two different ones at OCS, and so it was neat. And he couldn't be there, Terrence, so they make a great duo of tag teaming each other. It was just great. And to be able to bring gospel, spiritual, the African-American art song, all those types genres of the African-American experience to Orlando, my home, can't ask for anything else. And then have our students in our community, the community choirs and the students really get involved in there. And the other conductors conduct on stage, Dr. Kelly Miller, Miss Edith Wright, Miss Andrea Green, it's Frederick played drums, it was just such a collaborative, the incredible gospel band we had, it was just MLK. And I was thinking about if Martin Luther King was here and he saw all of that, that has to be part of his dream, to see that type of situation like that. Colors of all types, backgrounds of all types. And then educating people in the African American experience. I mean, yeah. I was very, very happy. Tired, but very, very happy.
I'm still tired. But
I
listen,
believe you.
I get there. First of all, Simon's Hall is phenomenal. And wait, before I say that, because I was trying to interrupt you earlier, but you kept going. Terrence Lane.
Oh, yeah.
I love your face off. He was your accompanist at ACDA too.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
And he tickles me to death.
And a consummate musician.
Brilliant.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know what a consummate means, but I will say brilliant.
Incredible, high-level musician. But
some of us ain't got our doctorate degree. You need to dumb it down a little, sir.
But he's a beautiful soul more than anything else.
He's so funny.
He's funny now. He played that piano. It's so funny. He played it in Raleigh and did an incredible job. I mean, it was just incredible. Then we all got on the plane, got back in town. He got his college choir there. I went to get my college choir. Then he came back and played for everybody again. I mean, the man is just something special.
Love him to death.
Yes, goodness.
Like, the personality and the talent. And he's got like he's very friendly and charismatic. I love the dude. Anyway, love you, Terrence. But that MLK concert, I've been to all sorts of choir shows. I ain't never been to nothing like that. I will post some videos on our Instagram over the next few days. I ain't gonna do them all tomorrow. Because apparently tomorrow I've got an appointment at 7 p.m. So, but y'all need to see it. Like, it blew my mind. They brought church to Orlando, and it was authentic. It wasn't on the program.
No, it wasn't on the program at all.
Like, it wasn't on the program. But let me tell you what, Jeff danced.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. I'm posting it.
No, you're not.
Come on.
That's not going to happen. So sorry, podcast world. That will not happen.
Go to TikTok.
So nothing like that will happen.
Look, you're going to be on TikTok and you ain't going to know it.
Yeah, I know, sir.
It was fantastic. I ain't going to post the one. You are dancing it. Like, it's out there.
I mean, no.
It's already on Facebook.
No. Anyway, go ahead. That's what you were saying.
I will. But fantastic. Like, let me tell you what. You saying no. You should be proud of yourself. One, you did it good. Two,
Are you really going back to that?
I am, because I got things to say. You 51 years old, and you were able to. I'm sorry. You're almost 9 years old, and your knees. If I did that, you might as well call in a stretcher.
First of all,
ain't no way. And you did it. You looked good doing it. That choir was into it. The people were standing. I mean, I swear to you, Jacoby leaned over and looked, and he goes, "You about to get a runner, aren't you?" For clarity, in church, when we be doing worship music, and I would raise my hands in praise, my oldest son, would be like, "Mommy got a runner." And they would call my arm a runner. And it's about that. I was holding it in. Because I didn't want to be that person.
Well, you didn't have to be. It was plenty more persons that was that person.
But I was in the front.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I was nervous. It was fantastic. And then Sean Welcome,
Sean Welcome was the ball.
He's the poet.
He's the poet, yeah.
Poet laureate of Orlando.
Oh, incredible.
Incredible. Like, and I'm not into poetry, like, to be for real. I'm not into artistic stuff, but like art, like painting, to be honest. Like,
right.
But I guess I'm getting into it.
I guess so.
Like, it was so good. It was so good. And then, like, the levels of the people.
Yeah.
Y'all got to see the levels of the people. And the band. And it was full. Sold out. Packed out.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So proud of you. I could just slap your teeth.
I cannot slap my teeth.
My mama used to tell me I was so cute. She wanted to box my jaws.
Why is everything got to be abusive?
That's who we are as people. That's just who we are.
You're so cute. I want to break your neck. Excuse me.
I mean, really, it's kind of that way. It's kind of that way.
You're so pretty. I want to crush your legs. What?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you. I'll see a baby, Have you ever noticed that? I do it with the dog too. I start gritting my teeth
Like,
because it's so good. I want to bite them.
I want to take a bite out their jaw.
And little baby
All right.
feet. Oh, I just want to eat them. But it's like,
Baby Cujo.
I can't even stand it.
I just looked at you are weird.
I can't even stand it. I'm weird, but I'm fine. With no clue when my appointments are, but whatever.
That's okay.
You know what helped me?
I told him I was a doctor and I would do it for him, but they wouldn't let me through that.
Can you even imagine?
Ma'am, I'm Dr. Redding. I can do this appointment. Sir, get out of here.
Honestly.
I was like, whoa, Nelly.
You know what helped me?
What?
I'm going to have to get gas in my Jeep.
Uh-huh.
Because I got to come all the way back out here tomorrow now.
Oh, man.
There's a Wawa over there. Will you pump my gas?
Sure.
I hate doing it.
I mean, sure, why not?
Can I tell you what the problem is?
What?
Like the last 8 times I've had to get gas, you've been with me.
Uh-huh.
And you don't make me pump it. I hate pumping gas now. I don't ever want to do it again.
Well, I don't know how to help you. Because that's fun.
Listen, I'm just going to be like, Jeff,
I'll be out of town.
I need you to
Jeff,
come,
I can't get no
need you to
gas.
come over
I
here.
can't get no gas. I'm not driving way over there now to pump your tank. I'm not doing it.
I don't
Jeff,
have
stop being so mean. Okay, but I'm still not doing it.
Come on now. Be a team player.
No. Uh-huh.
Well, listen, we're going to wrap this up. We just want to do a little recap. We're going to get some more planning into it, have some more fun topics for you. But it deserved its own episode.
Yeah.
Because it would have went on forever, and then you'd had a run-on episode. So we just want... You just did a run-on. I got it. I got what you did there. Look, because I'm musical now.
I mean, for real.
I'm musical as it can be. Now that I went to a conference, I even got a badge that says choral on it.
I mean, for real. Oh, thank you for those choral folk who listened to the podcast, and I didn't even realize it. So many of you came up and were like, hey, we're a fan of the podcast and this and that. Thank you so much. Had no idea.
And thank you so much for you people who came up to me and who knew who I was from the podcast, and I did not know you, but you knew me, and you're like, oh my God, I love the podcast. Can I tell you, I felt glamorous. I did. I was just like, law, I'm on a street in Raleigh, and here comes up somebody, and that happened like 12 times.
It's beautiful.
I was just like, thank you. It touches my whole heart, because at times when you're doing a podcast, let me tell you what's going on right now. It's me and Jeff sitting in the Jeep at the doctor's office. I'm going to take pictures when we hang up this up.
Okay.
And I'm going to post it tomorrow so they can literally see what we're doing.
That's fine.
And we're sitting in my Jeep. And it can feel like a little dumb when we talking to each other and recording it to put it out there.
Right.
So to know that people listen to it and that you all actually care, it means so much. So much. Because like I see the numbers and I see the downloads and I see that there's people that's listening and actively listening and that it's growing and that makes me happy. But then it's like, did they listen to 4 seconds?
Right.
You know, like what is it? How is it? So if you listen to us, choir people, I challenge you this. Please, please, please go to Apple Podcasts, rate and review and subscribe. 5 stars. Please, please, please. It helps us and it helps us move up. And look, it'd make me happy, so please. Okay? Follow us on Instagram, Red and Green Colorblind. TikTok, listen, on Saturday, 50% of my classes this semester are done because I'm stupid and didn't realize what I had to do. So I have more free time. So I'll be able to do more Instagram, TikTok, that kind of thing. When the summer comes, it's on, guys. You're going to get content for days because Kristie will be able to breathe for the first time in 2 years. It'll be good because, why not start a podcast in a pandemic when you're going to college full time? And, it's cool. It's fine. No big. So, until next week, maybe we'll record for New York City.
Maybe. But until then, we'll see you at what now? How do we do it?
He's so tired.
I'm so tired.
We will see you
at Red and Green, the podcast.
There we go. We'll get it in a minute.